The confidential reasons of Lord Chaitanya's appearance here. Chapter 4 of Madhya-līlā. Just go over this again and again. It's so beautiful, so wonderful. It's the great secrets, the confidential reason for God to come here. If you know this, what don't you know? By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We can lower that now. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even a foolish child can describe the real nature of Lord Kṛṣṇa, the enjoyer of the pastimes of Raj, according to the vision of the revealed scriptures. So, to see how that's tied together there? You need the mercy, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and describe the real nature of the pastimes of Kṛṣṇa in the vision of the revealed scriptures. See, and so the question should be, what is this real mercy? Let's look in the word for word here. See, so it's called Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. See, the prasad of Lord Chaitanya. What is the prasad of Lord Chaitanya? Huh? What was his prasad? His mercy. His ecstatic love. See? It's the mercy of the whole real line. He got. What did he get from his guru? Ecstatic love, right? Devotion was awakened. Devotion, this potency of devotion, makes Kṛṣṇa attractive. See? So when you're attracted to Kṛṣṇa because of this devotion, now the pastimes are revealed as they are. See? So how did he get, so the question should be, how do I get this mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Well, you just follow the pattern. You follow, it's like you want to make a dress, man, you follow the pattern, right? Hey, what is the pattern? Well, see, the pattern is, what is this mercy? First of all, how did he get the mercy? He got it from his ecstatic guru. Ecstatic love is exactly what he came. You can read, I came to you, Ishvara Puri. I'm not looking for a woman. I'm not looking for a big prestige. I want big position. I want ecstatic love, man. I want devotion to Kṛṣṇa because that'll remain with me eternally. He got that. Look at people coming here for that. I don't want this. This is bullshit. This isn't this. I want this. See? And they're getting it. See? That's the line. This is the real line, man. Where do you see symptoms of this where it matches the book? Everything in one verse. In all these verses, there's usually one verse that contains the whole path of bhakti in a very simple form. See? How do you get that mercy so that you can describe the real nature of Kṛṣṇa in the vision of the revealed scriptures? See, in the vision, don't we prove this day in and day out and day in and day out? See, so oh my God, there's somebody here describing things in the real vision. We point your nose right at it. Doesn't that make more sense now? Isn't it like the people think, yeah, I'll get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. But what does that mean, man? Who sees that mercy comes by? Well, look at, can't you see this? The Lord says, yeah, look, you read in these other places. He got it from Ishvara Puri, and that mercy was ecstatic love. He came to Ishvara Puri for ecstatic love. He came to accept the path of ecstatic love. Ecstatic love, ecstatic love. Ecstatic love is devotion. Ecstatic love is unalloyed devotion. Synonymous terms. Without it, Kṛṣṇa is just unattractive. You just, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. I did my 16 rounds. Oh, thank you. See, I pleased Prabhupada. He said, Chan, I did. The book says, and the guru said, I please you by doing this. I said, I did my duty, you did my job. Okay? When that's not satisfying enough just to act out a duty, which is mode of goodness, see, it's a duty. And this becomes attractive. Yeah, I think I want this devotion. Now you're beginning to follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, which he did. He preached by example. He went and got this ecstatic love for his guru, from a guru. Of course, he had it already, but there was an ecstatic guru around. I also try to set the example. I always had, I just picked up the book and boom, Yeah. Because there's so few that got it, couldn't find even one. Nityananda could only find one on the planet. That was Ishvara Puri. Ishvara Puri can only find one that was on the planet. It was Nityananda. Chaitanya Bhagavat, read it right there. They embraced, and they both thought, my God, we met so many saintly persons, so many sannyasis, and we didn't meet one person like each other. They just started to get the ecstatic symptoms. Devotees are like that. When they're in touch with devotional service, in some way, even the book, boom. But who's like that? One out of millions. That's why those are sent here to initiate something. See, that's the bona fide acharya, the bona fide spiritual master. They initiate your spiritual life. They can initiate you like Prabhupada had the potency. He initiated people onto the Vaidhi Bhakti platform. That's a big deal, man. You come from like an animal with two legs, doing drugs all over the place, and you become attracted. A lot of people still, their hearts are tied to Prabhupada, man. Brought them up to Vaidhi Bhakti. But, when they're ready, they have to take Shiksha if they want to go to this platform. Has to be, again, because you made it there, right? And you see the book says, oh, by the way, you can only go to Vaikuntha that way if you follow the rules. And you can't just get to the spontaneous platform by following the rules. You need the Shiksha Guru, the Raganuga devotee, to help you to the next platform. Otherwise, would you have understood this on your own? You can ask anybody, come back, how can we understand? Now we're starting to understand. Okay. So this is truly helping devotees transition to the next platform. Okay. So by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which comes in disciplic line, that mercy, he came to teach us. Yeah, Ishvara Puri had that mercy. He got it from Madhavinda Puri, who was also an ecstatic devotee. And as soon as you get in the ecstatic line, then it's just like, as soon as ecstatic love awakened in Madhavinda Puri, when he's chanting and crying and all that stuff that you see here, maybe not the falling down stuff, but a lot of that, Kṛṣṇa appeared and said, now I'm going to deliver people. You're going to engage them in my service, because I don't accept service unless they're initiated. And initiated isn't necessarily a material thing, a material like ritual. Initiate is initiate the person's spiritual life. Man, give them that second birth, really, without the thread, Bind them with that bhakti, the garland of bhakti. See, that's initiating your spiritual life, isn't it? You start to cry. And she wasn't crying so much before. Now she initiated her spiritual life is the crying. Now you're beginning to cultivate. So any Vaidhi Bhakti out there, if you're thinking that and you're not crying and you're going to get Kṛṣṇa, hey man, well, read chapter 10 in Nectar of Devotion, Techniques of Hearing, that you don't even begin cultivating bhakti until you start crying. Why are people doing that here? It must be important, see? Because the book says so, and they do that here because this is where it happens. Okay? You see the book played out in living color, alive. Isn't that what it's about? Make the scriptures alive in your heart. Make you live in the pastimes. Yeah. See, now the opposite is, and this is what we see here, because we don't see ecstatic love, that's the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Or is that solid in your mind. The real mercy of Lord Chaitanya is ecstatic love, unalloyed devotion. So because we don't see that here, we get not the real nature of Kṛṣṇa described. The opposite is also true. So without ecstatic love, you get the opposite. Nobody knows who Kṛṣṇa really is. And they prove it. Oh, they prove it by their example. I have these idiots, they just pop up and say, they don't even watch a video. They don't do a 30-day challenge. They don't follow the Shastras. They don't follow the Shastras. They step up on Facebook and they say, they see a video and then they say, like I just read this guy, he says, oh, I'm amazed. You can't tell a cheater. I'm really sad about that. Sad. Oh, material sadness. And you're a big expert on who's a real devotee. Oh, and the Shastras say you should spend 1 year with a devotee to see if they're actually real, like you can even understand. So I'm Mr. This is so many by, oh, I'm Mr. Expert. I won't even watch one video. I watch like 2 seconds and I'm so filled with garbage. The first thing is the garbage comes out as blasphemy. But I'm an expert, listen to me. So don't listen to fools, man. Not even logical. Won't even do a 30-day. They can't do a 30-day. They're so contaminated with garbage, man. So don't believe a word they say. This is to protect people coming. Don't believe this bullshit. They're not following the Shastra. You said you should spend a year with a person listening to them to make sure that they're a real devotee or not. And they can't even watch 2 seconds. And they're Mr. Expert. That's called neophyte. So don't believe neophytes because you'll become like them. Stupid and foolish and unintelligent, less intelligent. You come here, people naturally we become more clear and more intelligent together. See? Because that mercy of ecstatic love is here. Does anybody notice any of that today? Okay. Oh, that's sahaja. Oh, but can a sahaja give a class conclusive like this that's so in line with the scriptures? See, that's another stupid statement of these less intelligent persons. So don't believe them. They just cry out, sahaja, sahaja. They can't even analyze properly. Can't even analyze the situation. Well, God, why does he speak like that? Why is he so in line with the scriptures? Can a sahaja who is acting on the... See, sahaja means you're acting on a platform that you're not qualified for. In other words, if I was putting chili in my eyes and crying like this, then that's sahaja, man. Or something stupid like that. Or saying, I'm Guru and I never cry a tear for Kṛṣṇa. I'm Mr. Guru. Like, that's sahaja. And we got lots of those in ISKCON and everything else, don't we? That's all sahaja, man. If you say you're getting the bows, man, oh, Gurudev, I love you. You're going to deliver me. And then you say, well, not really, because Prabhupada will do it, but keep bowing down to me because we've twisted the Shastras and made a nice checklist. See, that's called sahaja, man. That's what Prabhupada said his godbrothers were. Hey, what are you being acharya there? You're not qualified. You don't got to have unalloyed love of God. Hey, that's sahaja. He said, Christ, sahaja, what? You see in the real thing? You see real tears, real ecstasy, and everything you read in the Shastras, and then you see conclusive truth too, and you call that sahaja? That's called less intelligent. That's the truth. See, you're not smart. You can't even analyze situations. If I can analyze these things, it must be real. I can even convince people that are convincible, that are not so stupid and jealous and envious and crazy and insane. I can convince people. Why? Because this is real stuff coming through here. It's not me doing it. This is because of ecstatic worship. You get hollowed out and that Kṛṣṇa uses you and you act intelligent for the once in your life. Without ecstatic love, you can't and be hollowed out and your heart purified and you can't understand the Bhagavatam as it is. I present Bhagavatam and Bhagavad-Gita as it is every day because of ecstatic love worship. Like the book says, to those who worship me with loving ecstasy, Bhagavad-Gita 10:10, I give them the understanding. See, that understanding is conclusive truth, man. That's Krishna's pastimes as they are, like here. See, again, you see, proof. That mercy of Lord Chaitanya is ecstatic love. Unalloyed loving worship. You get the right understanding, and people who listen to you, they come out of their less intelligent phase because of listening to the bullshitters that I just described here. They're so less and stupid, dumb, and quick to blaspheme the real thing. And all they do is cover, by their fault finding, they cover the path, if they can. Okay? And all I do is I find fault right back. They shoot an arrow of fault finding to cover the path. I shoot an arrow of fault finding to uncover the path. Didn't I just do that? By explaining the situation? See? My arrow's stronger because it's based on the real thing, man. Their arrows are less intelligent arrows, are very weak. I counteract. See, isn't that what they were doing in the war? They would counteract a fire arrow with a water weapon. You know, the arrow, and they have a water arrow, you know, you counteract it. So we do the same thing. See? So don't misunderstand that too. They say, oh, you see, he's a fault finder. Yeah, I am. So are you. But yeah, you try to cover the path. I'm here to try to uncover it. I just say that's very faulty, man. And here it is. In the scriptures, you should spend 1 year to see if that devotee is real or not. Because, you know, a person that does have ecstatic love, and you can see symptoms of that here, even the greatest scholars, chapter 23 of Madhya-līlā says that even the greatest scholars cannot understand the mind, the intentions, the thought process, the emotional state, the intelligence of a person who has genuine love of God. So that Shastra thing counteracts your stupid arrow. It's very weak. No energy, man. See, we got Bhagavad-Gita as it is as our arrows, and we got Bhagavatam as it is as our arrow, and Caitanya-caritāmṛta. It is undefeatable, the weapons that we're using here to destroy the ignorance. Now, if that doesn't excite you, nothing will. We prove it day in and day out, man. This is our fun, man. Gotta have fun somehow in this world. You know, Kṛṣṇa likes to fight, man. I also feel like inspired to fight Maya, man. Fight the ignorance, man. Destroy it for the uncovering of ecstatic devotion in this world. To make that the ruling influence, like Lord Chaitanya did that for that time. Let's do that again, man. Yeah, let all the ones, you see, those who are getting ecstatic love, they're starting to rise to rule already. They're already, you know, my God, they're intelligent. Look at Johan, his intelligence is really good, man, strong, you know, right up there, man. You know, defeating all this ignorance. Madhya-līlā chapter 7, when one actually develops love of Godhead, he naturally sometimes cries, sometimes laughs, sometimes chants, sometimes runs here and there, just like a madman. Hey, there you go. And then, well, you might say, well, this is sahaja. But the thing is, that will Kṛṣṇa fill a sahaja's mind with conclusive truth? The truth is that that's more sahaja out there. These so-called kings and gurus and sannyasis, because they're not conclusive. In other words, they're not getting the right understanding. Krishna's not filling their heads with intelligent stuff that goes with... They've got to create new checklists for what is a guru, instead of the checklist that's right in the book. What is this? That's showing, hey man, that's sahaja. What, do you call me sahaja? You're just projecting your own bullshit over here, aren't you?